Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zmore the Dad in DPS, and we're back again with another episode of The Good, the Scrap, and the Scrip, a series where I review weapons I've found in Appalachia. Now, today's weapon's an interesting one, and I do look forward to using it, and I'm sure a few of you do as well. So before we get into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you'd like to support the channel further, there's my Ko-fi link down below, and you could join to become a YouTube member. So, let's get into it. With this gun we have a simple mantra: don't reload, explode. So today's weapon is a quad minigun with bullets explode for air damage and faster reload speed. It's pretty much got a 2k clip. There is a visual bug where it apparently doesn't appear properly, and we'll be able to test that today. And this is probably the one weapon that I've ever had that I want to try and get through the video without actually reloading it. And we'll definitely see if that's going to work out. Miniguns aren't the best damage, let's be honest, but at the same time, with the bullets explode for area damage and a massive clip, it's going to pump out a massive amount of damage in a short amount of time. So I'm quite excited to see how it does. Either way, let's get on with the challenge. Now, the greatest asset this weapon has is the fact that it's got really good explosive damage. On top of that, the shredder mod that's on the front of it makes just about anything that comes my way get shredded up close. Combine that with the fact that I can just fire this gun forever, in theory. Obviously forever is not the actuality of it, but I just have the ability to shred huge amounts of enemies in quite a quick succession. You don't have the reload time, so you're not getting that drop in damage. So against enemies that are prone to stagger and have a lot of HP, they're not going to get anywhere close to you. Now don't get me wrong, there's no fathomable reason to have 2,000 rounds in the clip, let's be honest. It's more a gimmick than anything. It's just a case of, if you don't like reloading, you won't ever have to do it again, for the most part. And when this gun does reload, it does it relatively quick. The minigun has an actual okay reload speed for what it is. And on top of that, this has the reload 15% reduction. So this thing is going to reload really quickly as well. And if you're even worried about that, you can also add in the heavy weapon reload perk. Not that you'd really need it. So overall, I think against just basic enemies, it's a very powerful weapon and it does the job incredibly well. But the real test is always on the big fellas. But first, let's have a little look at the build I'm using. Now, I always say this, guys, this is more formality than anything. You guys will ask for the build if I don't show it. So if you want to pause the video now, this will give you a good idea of what we're using. And while we're at it, and you're having a look at the build, don't forget to support the channel if you like with the Ko-fi link down below and YouTube members. I'm going to push this more often. Yeah, let's move on with the actual video. Now we're back at the pond with Jeff, and we're going to get to see how this does against him. Now, when it comes to weapons like this, I'm best aiming for the legs, or at least the bottom of them. So let's see how quickly it takes to kill him. Well, didn't take long at all. Now don't get me wrong, there are better variations of, well, actually, different variations of this weapon that would kill him quicker, but it did well. Let's move on to the Queen. Now I always do this with heavy weapons when I come up against a Mirelurk Queen, is I don't give a damn about the consequences of all the enemies, especially when I've got an explosive weapon coming my way. I'm gonna just pile driver her, and we'll see how quickly this shreds her into oblivion. So far, doing quite well. Down she goes. Somebody's coming in for a hug. Oh, there's another one coming in for a hug. Also dead. And there goes the Queen. Let's heal up a little bit. God, there are a lot of them coming after me. But again, they're all coming for a hug. And you know what hugs get? Minced. As you're seeing, it's taken out quite a lot of the enemies with no real effort. So yeah, so far so good. Time for daily ops. And as with any video that we do, we finish off with how does it do in daily ops. Now luckily it's an uplink day, it is frozen and faster movement speed enemies, but it's uplink, so they aren't like super murder machines. Which means it's going to give me a little bit more of an opportunity to actually, you know, fight stuff and show you the exact ins and outs of this weapon. If it didn't do that. I hate that bug where it makes you jump out of your freaking power armor. Right, you. Well, that's not fun when it does that. As you can see, obliterates the Scorch there. Oh my god. It's actually so annoying. I hate power armor so much sometimes. There we go. So yeah, you're getting the usual kind of massive amounts of ammo from the daily ops side of things. And on top of that, these enemies typically don't really last very long. I'm fairly certain I'm getting far more ammo back than I'm using. Jesus Christ, that is annoying, the freezing and the fast movement speed. Not, like, deadly, just really annoying. It would be really deadly on these if they were the anti-armor ones. They are actually insanely powerful, the stupid crickets. They are, like, ridiculous. Oh, God. Makes it actually difficult to shoot them, but, as I said, the enemies are getting shredded. Oh, Jesus, where the hell did you just come from? Bad cave cricket. And even then, it's still actually nearly killing me. Freaking cave crickets are insane in this game. Overall, though, very effective weapon. It is absolutely shredding anything coming near me. I am definitely 100% making more ammo back than I'm using, even despite the fact this weapon is just a massive ammo-using machine. It's just certain enemies take a lot longer to kill on the basis that they have tiny wee hitboxes and leg away from me in every given opportunity. But when they clump up like this, there's a lot more death to deal. I just need to make sure I'm targeting the harder to kill versions. But overall, yeah, I'm actually quite satisfied with this weapon. And I've done this video in under one clip. That's quite unusual. So that was today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and if you'd like to support the channel more, there is the Ko-fi link, and you can become a YouTube member. And let's thank our YouTube members, which are Golty, Wyatt Blackburn, Wallers, me, Dealfane Gaming, Colin G, Brian RMC, Peggy McKnight, Matasbo, Dragon God Slayer X, Devilman Games, Marcus Carrasco, Scott S, and Bubba Doodle Mom. We can't do this without any of you, and I really appreciate all the support that you bring to the channel, and hopefully we can continue bringing these videos for you. Now, today's weapon I found, yeah, really good. I actually really enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, reloading isn't that big an issue to me, but it does help if you don't have to remember to do it. On top of that, it's just a fun gun to use. Miniguns typically are, you know, wasting a lot of bullets is a fun thing in general. But some of you might disagree. Either way, I'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.